Hey everybody, Focus Friday for you. I want to talk to you today about details and obsessing over details. In creativity, excellence is found in the details. It's the tiniest things that make the biggest differences. Anybody can hit a snare drum, but how you hit a snare drum is the difference between a professional drummer and an amateur drummer. I was talking recently to somebody who does product photography, and they were saying that they literally obsess over every single detail in the photo. The tiniest little things. They're moving props around by 2 millimeters. They're rotating things left, right, until it looks just right. And they said, believe it or not, that people will decide to purchase a product or not purchase it based on the aesthetically pleasing nature of the photo. How artistically pleasing is this photo to me, and they will decide to buy or not buy based on that. It's a subconscious decision, but our brains and our souls are wired for beauty and for art, and it's the details that matter. Last Sunday, Jesse and Mikey were playing with me, and it was third service, and they were doing these tiny little nuanced things like hitting a lead-in note right before the chorus, or sliding up on the bass with just the right amount of speed and intensity, and even like the grit on his finger or on the string, like the way it sounded. It was just these tiny little things that were really making things come together, and it made the moments just feel perfect. If we're talking video, in videography, it might be the little things like matching the edits of the visuals to the timing of the music, or adding sound effects to mimic the visual transitions that are coming across the screen. Nobody would say that they specifically notice those tiny details, but they feel it. People feel it. And in graphic design, if you're a graphic designer, it's adjusting the specific color until it's just the right hue to make the other colors pop and balance and match and work cohesively together. It's really obsessing, like, no, that's not the right color. It needs to be just a tiny bit lighter or a tiny bit brighter. I know in professional music, like I know a producer who has a lot of pop hits and stuff, and he will have a singer sing 20 takes of one verse. And then he'll go through and be like, I like the end of this word. I like the middle of this phrase. I like how you pronounce the S on this take. And I like how you swooped this note. And he'll stitch together every nuance into the perfect take. And that's what you hear on the radio. And why the attention to details? Why such precision? Because the details actually matter. The details actually make a difference. And as humans, like, art can really move us. Art can reach these transcendent moments that are almost, and forgive me for the term, almost magical. Like everything just coalesces perfectly and is executed just right to point beyond the art itself, beyond the moment, to the creator, the true creator God. And it's beauty and excellence and emotion and inspiration all hitting at the right time, because the artists who were performing had such control over their craft that they were able to just bring about the right action at the right time. And it's the details that are the difference between mediocrity and majesty. Okay? It's the difference between noise and music, or an image or art. The details matter. And so as you serve in this very creative ministry, I want you to ask, how can I take my craft to the next level? If you're a musician, if you're a singer, if you're a videographer, if you're a graphic designer, if you're a sound person, what are the little details that I can focus on when I operate my camera or play my guitar or swell the cymbals or sing? Maybe you need to take some lessons to learn how to hold the drumsticks, or how to set the camera ISO, or how to dial in reverb. What are the little things that are going to take it to that next level? Because there's not a big jump. It's like 10% difference between an amateur and a pro. What's the 10% you can focus on? You and I, we have this high calling, and we are not crude workers building with brick and mortar. We are artists, and artists obsess about the details because we know it's the little things that make the biggest difference. Just some thoughts to ponder this week. Love you guys.